Are you prepared to embark on a thrilling journey through the very best of Godzilla's monstrous battles? And then, get ready because we're about to explore the 10 top rated Godzilla versus movies in chronological order. But before we dive into this grand adventure, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to enjoy more movies profiled the way you love. Now, let's kickstart this kaiju clash. And starting off this Godzilla Battle Odyssey is the heart-wrenching and emotional Godzilla versus Destoroyah from 1995. And directed by Takao Okawara, this masterfully crafted film beautifully ties the Oxygen Destroyer, the same weapon that ended the original Godzilla in 1954, to Destroyer's creation. The emotional intensity culminates in an unforgettable send-off for the enduring behemoth, making it the highly acclaimed champion of the franchise. Who could forget the iconic scene of the suit-mated Godzilla's final moments? A fitting end that forever solidifies its place as the absolute best versus movie. In a timeless battle that brought together two iconic giants, we have Mothra versus Godzilla, released in 1964. The film portrays Godzilla as the destructive force he is, while Mothra embarks on a mission to protect her egg. This offering is both visually stunning and thought-provoking, setting a standard for future confrontations in the Godzilla saga. Mothra's admirable sacrifice leaves a lasting impact and contributes to the 6.5 out of 10 IMDb rating, and offering a refreshing change of pace from conventional Godzilla battles is Godzilla versus Biollante. From 1989, under the able direction of Kazuki Omori, fans were introduced to Biollante, a grotesque yet intriguing monster created using Godzilla's DNA, human cells, and plant life. The film's unique storyline enabled a captivating and visually satisfying battle, significantly raising the stakes with a score of 6.5 stars on IMDb. This film will undoubtedly make you appreciate the artistry put into these giant creature fights. Shifting gears from the psychological depth of Biollante, we venture into the time travel and sci-fi elements of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from 1991, directed by Kazuki Omori. Once again, this film marked a turning point in Godzilla's rivalry roster by introducing time travel into the frame. Despite the somewhat complex narrative, this attempt provides an energetic, thrilling adventure as Godzilla and King Ghidorah clash fiercely. The movie received a solid 6.5 out of 10 stars on IMDb, highlighting the imaginative creativity woven throughout, adding a touch of humor and nostalgia to the mix is King Kong versus Godzilla, the 1962 classic, now in glorious color. This cinematic gem marked the first ever battle between King Kong and Godzilla on the big screen for moviegoers. Known for its comically over-the-top style and graphics, King Kong versus Godzilla is undeniably campy, but charming nonetheless. And it garnered a 6.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb, showcasing how these movies, even from yesteryears, feel like a fun roller coaster ride through kaiju mayhem. The fifth spot goes to Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla from 1974, directed by Jun Fukuda. This film revolutionized Godzilla battles by introducing a robotic copy of their hero, Mechagodzilla. Boldly armed with never-before-seen weapons like missiles and laser beams, although the film's rating of 6.2 stars on IMDb may not be the highest, fans will appreciate the creativity and action-packed battles, particularly the introduction of King Caesar, dodging the cheesy monstrosities and confusing narrative of some lower-ranked movies. Godzilla vs. Hedorah from 1971 bursts with its environmental message and unique foes. This film marked the first appearance of Hedorah, otherwise known as the Smog Monster, who engages in a fierce encounter with Godzilla. Despite a score of 6.1 stars on IMDb, the movie's daring style, vibrant colors, and heart-tugging tribute to the titular kaiju earns it an honorable mention. Another outstanding entry in the versus movies genre is Godzilla versus Megaguirus from 2000. Directed by Masaki Tezuka, this installment delivers a fascinating twist on the traditional kaiju formula by introducing a 300-million-year-old radiation-altered insect queen, Megaguirus. Although it presents a shallow storyline, it may leave viewers unsatisfied. The film's fresh spin on the series provided fans with exciting new visuals and action. It received an IMDb rating of 6 out of 10 stars. Dinosaur meets sci-fi. Best describes the campy and oft-mocked Godzilla vs. Gigan from 1972. Despite its lowbrow humor and an overabundance of recycled footage, this film still offers epic battles between Godzilla and one of the more peculiar villains in the franchise, Daigen Hair. Falling in line with the 1970s-inspired cyborg monster, fans enjoyed this film's unique mix of silliness and action. Godzilla vs. Gigan secured a 5.6 out of 10 rating on IMDb. Rounding out our bottom ranked entry is the utterly cheesy and cringeworthy Godzilla vs. Megalon, released in 1973. Directed by Jun Fukuda, this film features arguably one of the silliest Godzilla fights, resulting in a 4.8 out of 10 stars on IMDb. Despite its low rating, it must be acknowledged that the movie does boast a poignant scene on Monster Island's destruction, at a liberal dose of campiness and imagination. And you'll find Godzilla vs. Megalon to be, if nothing else, an amusingly silly watch as we've journeyed through the realm of kaiju cinema and ranked Godzilla's top 10 versus movies. It reminded that the real heart of this monster matchup comes from exploring each film's distinctive characters, jaw-dropping visual effects, and unique narratives. Despite critiques and varying ratings across the films, there's no denying that each installment offers a delicious sense of nostalgia, coupled with electrifying, nail-biting fights. And whether you're a fan of a lighthearted romp with King Kong or prefer the thought-provoking battles found in Mothra versus Godzilla, there's bound to be a film in this list that caters to your personal preference. After all, who could possibly resist cheering for the unstoppable radioactive destroyers and their colossal adversaries? So gather your friends, crack open some popcorn, and plan your own kaiju marathon through the top 10 Godzilla versus movies. Prepare yourself for a thrilling adventure filled with high voltage destruction and unforgettable moments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.